Hey, my Libras. How are y'all doing? I am Yin. Welcome. And if you've been watching me, welcome back. I'm going to be reading the energy of the Libra zodiac for the month of September. Keep in mind, because I read it as an energy as a whole, and considering we have access to all 12, zodiac signs, I suggest watching any tarot reading, especially mine, based off what resonates with you in your heart and the message. And of course, you could use your sun, moon, rising, Venus, all that good stuff, in your birth chart to see what is appropriate for you to watch. Keep in mind the sun is in Virgo right now. That is feminine, earthy, mutable energy, analytical, observant. It's a really good energy to be in. So keep that in mind, that influences all of us when you watch these readings as well, okay? So I'm just going to get started. Let's do a general spread, how I do. And I'll be using this deck for that. And keep in mind, I'll be also, after the general spread, I will use another deck to clarify as I go along, okay? So let's get the present energy for Libra. What's going on presently for Libra at this time? 9 of Swords. Okay, some of y'all having trouble sleeping? Anxiety? Restlessness? Just feeling that, you know what I'm getting from this? This thing, when people do this. You know what I mean? Like eager, that kind of anxiety. It doesn't feel bad. It's particularly because I have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. This is about going the great way, the right direction, Just seems like maybe you're feeling that antsiness going that direction. What is crossing Libra energy right now? Oh, I got 2 of them in there. Both flipped open. All right, we got the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. The 10 of Swords talks about... it's kind of like when you're kind of like at your last straw, especially mentally. 9 of Swords comes right after the 10. So I see you guys are in transition from the 9 of Swords to the 10 of Swords with the 9 of Pentacles here when it comes to some sort of independence of self, being able to bring everything that you have invested in to come to harvest when it comes to yourself, your identity. Well, let's keep going because, like I said, we're going to clarify, all right? And just reading out what the general spread is. Okay, some of you, with the 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, has a lot to you. I see a lot of you guys are worried about being successful on some path here. You're on the right path if you needed that confirmation, okay? Definitely on the right path. What's Libra's environment for September? Okay, the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Swords. So this is a new idea, a new thought process, some new information that came to you with the Ace of Swords. And with the Wheel of Fortune, that's telling me that within your environment, whatever you had just downloaded mentally is what kind of enacted this change. It seems to be continuous here, especially with both of these. You see how the circles, like they go round and round and round? It seems like you're constantly downloading information. Some of you guys might be downloading spiritually, maybe through meditation. And it might be a lot. It might be a lot. You know what this is giving me? And don't normally get this, but it's giving me that this has happened like at least 9 times worth. Because we have the 8 of Swords, Ace of Swords, with the 9 of Swords. That together is the 10 of Swords, which is the challenge. Well, the cycle's almost complete because the 10 is ending of something, at least in these decks, right? And the wheel is the number 10 as well in the major arcana. So a completion is happening. What just happened? What's the energy that Libra got out of? Oof. Okay. The Hangman seeing something in a different perspective, and the Empress in reverse. So I think what's happening is a lot of you guys have had to sit back, literally go upside down, which is what the Hangman is, seeing something in a different perspective. It's kind of, the Hangman for me is like the butterfly when it's in the cocoon upside down, and really look within to be able to see the divine femininity with you, to see the creative ability in you, to see what you could birth into something. What's crowning Libra at this time? For September, I should say. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Crowning Libra at this time. There we go. 8 of Wands could be travel, fast communication, swift communication. Some of you guys might be traveling with this new endeavor. Something about identity. Particularly expressing it creatively as well. Finding a way to express yourself within. Because that's what all of this is giving me, just expressions. It's like the action of that expression, and it seems really intense. Okay, so what's definitely coming towards Libra, or what they're going towards for the month of September? The Tower in reverse. Usually that is a striking change, literally by lightning. It's in reverse with the Queen of Wands upright. I'm getting two things right now. I want to clarify it. One of the things I got immediately was that Tower, it's happening within. I'm also getting that maybe... Let me keep going because I'm going to clarify that. I'm getting a few things out of that. What is the hidden energy for Libra? The 5 of Wands. Confrontation. Competition. And the Queen of Swords. Now it could be a female air sign. But often for me that means the complete and total embodiment of that said energy versus like the King is mastering it as well. Some of you guys are really in your emotions and really feeling fired up. It's like a lot of fire and air, you know, and wanting to take action. And it's very it just feels, it's just as a whole giving me very overwhelmed by what I'm trying to do here. What's the strength of Libra for September? 9 of Cups. Whatever it is, whatever the issue is, whatever the challenge is, make sure whatever you are pursuing is actually emotionally satisfying you. That is your strength. That is kind of like your indicator. So if you're not happy or don't feel emotionally satisfied, that's a good indicator of, you know, maybe you need to redirect your mind frame. What is the spiritual guidance of Libra at this time? Okay, Knight of Pentacles is to take your time. You see how he's going along on his journey and his process. He's planting these seeds here. You know what I mean? For his harvest, take your time. Do not rush things. I was getting that from here, and with the Ace of Wands, like you need to rush things. You need to be successful right now. You need to get it all done right now. Because that feeling is so overwhelming, like that kind of anxiety that might make one feel like they have to, you know what I mean, do something right away. And then the 4 of Cups is an opportunity that you might not be seeing. The opportunity is the process. It's gonna sound like a cliche and real cheesy, but honestly, these two together, they are hold on. These two together is like what's the saying? Enjoy the process, smell the flowers. In that of itself, that is the offer that is gonna, you know what I mean, give you that emotional stability. You have to take your time. Don't just fight to get to the top here. It's making you too analytical. Make sure you're focusing on what is emotionally satisfying you. What's the most probable outcome for Libras? Most probable outcome for September. One more, please. Oh, gave me 2 more. That's fine with me. 2 of Pentacles, trying to balance at the bottom of the deck. I got working hard for the most probable outcome. Things coming in cycles. These are definitely hand in hand here for this. The first card that actually fell out was Ace of Wands. So now we got 2 aces. We got not only that new thought, but we also have like new... You know, every time I see this, it gives me flame under the ass. And with the Queen of Pentacles, it's also giving me very much stability. It's either that or you're trying to work with somebody who has very earth-like qualities. Maybe a feminine in your life. Could be. Let's clarify it. So, this reading is making me so anxious. And I was feeling quite calm before I got started. Quite calm. But all of this feels more intense than I think it should be. I'm just going to shift everything a little bit. Maybe. Do I want to? Yeah. Let me shift it just a bit. Because when I get into clarifiers, that's when things start to look messy, child. Okay. Alright, let's clarify that Nine of Swords here. Okay, suppression. So that's very much Ten of Wands energy, a burden. A lot of you guys, I don't know, because this is a general reading and all of you guys have specific goals. Obviously, for the Libra general collective, there is a specific goal. I don't know if it's has to do with work. I'm feeling work because there's a lot of pentacles here. A lot of work, a lot of thought. At the end of the day, especially what I'm seeing here in your strength, you have to make sure you're emotionally satisfied in whatever you're trying to do, right? When it comes to suppression, I feel like you guys are playing it cool a little bit more than you should, but I feel like it's kind of manifesting in different ways, hence the anxiety and restlessness, maybe rushing. I just feel like you guys might be rushing something that you don't really particularly have to rush, but you are because of the feeling that you're getting. I want to see this Ten of Swords here. When it comes to trying to gain one's independence. Ten of Pentacles. Some of you guys, and that makes sense with the Five of Wands too, because we are the world. Some of you guys are really concerned about your new goals and how it's going to mesh with other people in your life that you care about, that you're probably in unison with right now. It's giving me you see how all these people are together and they're all different colors. It's like, what if I change my color from red to purple? How are people going to react to that? What if I change it to a color that people don't recognize or care for? Like, I do see the stubbornness, so I feel like you guys are determined no matter what. So stubborn in like a good way, but I also see that it's still a concern. So don't front like it's not a concern just because you're putting your foot on the gas and you're determined in whatever you're trying to do here. Whatever it is, it's really, it has to do with identity and what you want to do with your life. Let me get one more for that section. Okay, morality. Again, that's morals, values, who you are. That's Queen of Swords energy as well. Let me get the environment. What's this Ace of Swords here? Innocent. So definitely something came to light with innocence. It's just honest truth amongst oneself. Like I said, I feel like I feel like a lot of you guys have had multiple realizations about yourself. With change at the bottom of the deck too, that is the Wheel of Fortune. That's the same card. Let me get one. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. And the Miser. It's kind of, you see how she's holding her coins, holding her value. She got the bricks up as her body. She's kind of keeping a wall up on it. So I feel like that has a lot to do with what some of you guys probably, I don't know if you guys feel supported, but regardless, I feel like a lot of you guys are holding a lot of your goals in because you feel like you might not be supported. Still eager though. What happened here in the past? Different perspective when it comes to the Empress, Mother energy, creativity. Oof, Lord. The Fool, brand new beginning. And, hold on, it fell. And maturity was reversed. Some of you guys are realizing somebody in your life. Could be a mother. It could be parts of yourself, honestly. The feminine parts of yourself. You feel like have not matured. Hence you wanting to, as the Fool, go off on a new adventure, start something anew. You're starting to see that you need to mature. I feel like that's what you guys have seen. Let me see this Ace of Wands crowning your thoughts. What is this Ace of Wands about? I got trust. Again, this kind of goes with me to the Fool here. You know, this is more naivety, being naive and just jumping into something without knowing. This is kind of admitting that you don't know, you know? Like, she know, but she's jumping in anyway. You see how he's just kind of going? He's just walking almost normal, and his step looks like he's about to fall versus her stance, how she's just flying into it. Both of them don't know where the fuck they're gonna land. Let me get one more for that Ace of Wands. Past lives. Oop, there's something under that. And the Lovers. So a lot of this is a choice. A lot of this has to do, you know, I've been feeling this a lot with the readings I've been getting lately. Both the videos as well as personal readings I've been doing. That a lot of people are going kind of back in time. Maybe to childhood or just their younger years, teenage years. Something that they used to do. A way they used to live. And choosing that, because the Lovers is about a choice in love, you know, becoming in union with love. And I feel like that's why I'm feeling an anxious feeling, because it's like excited anxious, like I need it, like y'all hungry for it because it's been suppressed. Let's see what's happening in the immediate future. I want to know why the Tower is in reverse. Going with the flow. Some of you guys need to realize to just go with the flow. Again, I was talking about that patience that you have to have. You know, trusting the process, trusting the journey, smelling the flowers, as corny as it is. You guys have to go with the flow. Again, the laziness. This is about, you know what I'm saying? This is about making sure you're emotionally content. You know? If things start to feel rigid or just too like, you know, I just feel like y'all need to take a breath and relax and take it a step at a time. You know, this still, even though I clarified it, this is the first time in a while that this still feels general. Like, this can mean for anything, but for most of you, I'm feeling like this has to do with some type of endeavor of some kind. It doesn't feel like so much in relationships, although I'm sure you're concerned about how all of this within you and you trying to manifest it out of you is going to affect your relationships. That's mostly what I'm getting here. What's hiding here? Give me this Five of Wands. Awareness. The relationship between them both in comparison. Give me the Queen of Swords. I'll show you them in a minute. Give me the Queen of Swords here from what's hiding. Exhaustion. Okay. So when it comes to that inner child that we have, you know, and becoming aware of it and wanting to make that happy, wanting to fall back in love with ourselves and what we do and everything like that, versus comparing how we used to go about life, I definitely sense that conflict. And I think that you guys need to take a breath and stroll along and take your time in realizing which is what. Does that make sense? It's like if you're being so rigid and so headstrong and analytical about doing something that's supposed to feel more like a flow, you're just going from one extreme to another. You see what I'm saying? They have to come together. It's going to, over time, start feeling like you're overworking yourself. It's not going to feel like fun, and maybe you're going into something that you do love, but because you're so determined to make sure it's happening maybe perfectly, that you're going to kind of lose sight of why you went on this journey in the first place. Which, clarify the Strength with the Nine of Cups here. Okay, receptivity. With this in reverse, it's giving me, let me get one more actually. It's giving me very being receptive of yourself, which is kind of going off of what I said. Two of Cups and participation. Ooh. Okay, so I'm glad I pulled those out. So the friendliness is a relationship between two people, and participation is kind of like domestic matters. This could be family, this could be a romantic someone. What that is telling me with the Strength when it comes to trying to emotionally satisfy yourself is that this is not particularly the time to be overly concerned about others around you. See how they're all working together? Again, with the people and the colors. It's like, don't be too concerned about trying to fit in this color block here. Just be concerned on expressing the color of your true nature, if that makes sense. With being receptive of other people taking that in. Maybe it's time to put up some boundaries, especially if you're empathetic towards others and your loved ones. I think it's a little bit of time to put up boundaries, because I don't think that they're supposed to be in the formula right now. I feel like focus on the formula of yourself, and you will align fine with the people in your life if you are supposed to, right? Spiritual guidance. Let's see. Remember I was telling you about that cliche, smell the flowers, trust the process, enjoy the journey. It's not the, what is the saying? It's not the destination, it's how you get there. That kind of thing. Let's clarify it, because it's in your spiritual guidance. You want to come out, or what? Pulling you out. The rebel. Breaking free. Some of you guys are in a pattern of not really stopping to smell the flowers here. The dream, that is the Six of Cups. I'll get into that in a minute. And then the outsider. Yeah, this is giving me very expectations, worrying about expectations of other people. You'd be surprised. So there is a difference between trying to fit the expectations of others, especially those that you love and you want them in your life and you want to sync with them, align with them, live with them, love with them, share love between each other. There's a difference between trying to bend yourself into that versus being yourself and then fitting in nice and natural. You know what I mean? You want to, you want to flow into that space. You don't want to force yourself in that space. And right now, the focus is making sure that you got it together. Are you happy? Are you doing what you want to do? Focus on that. You've got all these swords, all this different information, and all these different truths that you got about yourself, about other people, about maybe a significant other, or your parents, or your siblings, or your friends. And it's like, dude, you can't even worry about that unless you're not aligned within, you know? It's a celebration. You see them all coming together in the rain. Y'all, it will line up the way it's supposed to, naturally. It's unlike me to see Libra energy like this. Normally, you guys are flowing, pretty flowy, going with the flow types, but maybe some of you guys are struggling right now. Guess it depends on your placements, huh? And the most probable outcome, let me clarify that with the Ace of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. Working hard on your own inner stability when it comes to that expression. Some of you guys are fighting depression, trying to figure out postponement. It's depression vibes. And tuning in. It's, you know what it's looking like? You see all the colors here and then the colors here? It's giving me like I'm going to paint this canvas, because I feel like I've been living my life very gray, very stagnant. Like, I'm ready to get out of that. I'm ready to work on lighting the fire and, igniting my own flame. Yeah, integration and possibilities. Aligning with oneself. The light and the dark within oneself. Masculine and feminine. Your physical versus your spiritual. And all the possibilities going with it. It's going to come to the time where you're going to be at the crossroads of really deciding what action to take to do that. It's going to come up as the most probable outcome. And being consciously aware, like truly, where it's like no second guessing, it's no anxiety, it's like no matter what, I gotta do this. Let's get some tea leaves on you, and then we'll wrap it up. Told you it was gonna be a mess. Ooh, that was quick. Okay, hold on. Family matters. Hold on. So, it was feeling like family because I didn't really get too many romance cards or anything like that. So, you guys are definitely concerned with family. Doesn't have to be literal family, you know. Family means many different things. But considering I kept getting the Empress, I think even if it's not mother concerned, it's mother nature kind of concerned in terms of the nurturing and the creative expression and birthing something into something, you know. I feel like that has a lot to do with it. Also, in terms of manifesting it, because what's funny is the seahorse, don't the males get pregnant? I'm not even gonna I'm not even going to get into that. So I feel like it has a lot to do basically with masculine and feminine. Being able to manifest, which is masculine energy, creatively, what you have been feeling within, and everything that you have received through reception within, which is the feminine. Turkey, someone is behaving stupidly. I don't know who the fuck that is. Rooster, arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. So we got a turkey and a rooster. We got 2 birds. Who's being a bird? We got camel, persevere and you will overcome problems. Camels don't like move that fast, do they? At least in the media, they always looking like they move slow, and it's probably because there's always somebody with all that shit on their back. It's giving me very Wednesday. Wednesday feels significant for some reason to me. Some of you guys, if you need any confirmation to start waking up early, I suggest you do so. Like waking up earlier. If you've been feeling, you know what, I want to wake up, I want to see the sun go up or anything like that. This is your confirmation to do so. Let me get some more here. Who is behaving stupidly? I got behaving stupidly and an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. I think that you guys might have your chest up a little bit and maybe in defense, which I don't blame you. But really, I think it's mostly out of concern. You're actually concerned and you want people to accept and support you on whatever you're trying to do here. Mice, discord amongst friends or family. Yeah. I see you guys really getting defensive when it comes to speaking up to family and friends and people that are close to you within the circle. I do. We get 2 more now, and then we're done. You want to fall out? Yes. Broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. What fell before that? Great happiness. So I do feel like... And then kangaroo, again with the babies in the bottom. Some of y'all might be wanting a baby or thinking about babies or trying to get pregnant or might get pregnant. Shit, I don't know your life. But now we got the kangaroo as well as the seahorse, which looks pregnant to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking too much into it. I just can't not see it. You know what I mean? But anyways, I feel like there will be some... I don't even think sacrifices is the right word. It's just necessary changes when it comes... You know... Some things need to come out in order for things to come in. We'll put it that way when it comes to that broken bridge. Okay? I'll leave it at that because I can go into it, especially if you guys are overthinking it, but I don't even think it matters. You got it. It has to start with you anyway. You can't not be happy just to fit in what you think you should be with family or friends or whoever. Anyway, that's the reading. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope it resonated. Give this video a like. If you did, if it resonated, comment, tell me what you think. Am I wrong? Well, not am I wrong. I'm not wrong. But tell me if it resonated, tell me your story, tell me if it didn't. Why? What do you think? And if you want to link up with me, my social media information is in the description box if you just want to hang out on the social or ask me about personal readings because I am open for those, okay? Till next time. Bye.